Okay, for having invited me for this prestigious event. I believe it's your first TEDx event, and I'm so happy to be here. Now, before I begin, I would like to introduce or probably say a few words about myself. My name is Jonia Matthew. I'm the founder of Red Dot Events and Exhibitions in Abu Dhabi. All of you probably have heard of that, right? So this was established by me 10 years back, and I sold it very recently to two accomplished ladies. I'm also the founder of Style Diva, the networking group. I have worked as the board member of Abu Dhabi Indian School for a period of 4 years. I have worked as the president of a ladies association for another period of 4 years. So, today I have been invited to speak about the secret to being an entrepreneur in reference to today's theme, which is Beyond the Bell. Now, what exactly would Beyond the Bell mean? It's basically, it refers to all the efforts, activities that you participate in, which is not in your prescribed syllabus of your school or college or workplace. How did my journey start as an entrepreneur? Since all of you are from the school, studying right now in school, let me take you back to my school days. I was raised and brought up in a family of 4 girls in Mumbai. So we were very much academically inclined, but my mother was very particular that we should engage ourselves in at least one extracurricular activity. So when I was in my grade 4, she took me and my sister to enrolled us in a traditional dance class. So in the evening when she came to pick us up, she asked the teacher, how are my girls? So the teacher said, one of them is fantastic. So my mother asked, what about the other one? Oh, she's sleeping at the corner. So the one who was sleeping at the corner was me. So I really thought my mother is going to scream and shout and raise hell. But she very calmly told me to stand outside the class while she collected the refund. And when I looked ahead, I saw there was another class and there was a lot of sound and noise coming out of that class. And there were people dressed in dressed in white, practicing kicks and punches. I was enamored. As soon as my mother came out, I told her, this is where I want to be and this is where I want to go. And when she looked, she saw it is karate class or rather taekwondo class. She was like, this is for boys. I said, yeah, but there are 1 or 2 girls. So she said, okay, fine, let me enroll you. And she really didn't make too much of that. And I enrolled myself for the taekwondo class. All was well till my first tournament where I was beaten up black and blue in front of an entire stadium which had my family, my relatives, my classmates, my friends, all watching a short, thin girl howling away to glory and being beaten up left, right and center. My mom was petrified. The moment she took me home, she said, this is not for us, this is not for you, you have to quit, I can't watch this anymore. And believe me, my body wanted to quit after all the beatings that it had received. But my spirit, my heart and my mind said, no, I want to continue. And 6 years later, I won the gold medal at All India national level for Taekwondo. So, how did this happen? Was it magic? No, it wasn't. It was tremendous hard work. Now, let me tell you what I mean by hard work. So, when you are training for your nationals, you have special training which is of your regular training where they make you do at least a minimum of 1,000 kicks, 100, 200 push-ups. They make you run for 14 kilometers barefoot. This is the special training that is given to all the students who are preparing for nationals. Now, I had already attempted a national, and to reach the nationals, by the way, you have to clear your locals, you have to clear your district level competitions, your state, and then you're selected for the nationals. And I had already attempted the national once and lost. So this was my second run. So I knew that I have to do something different. I have to work more harder. I have to go beyond the bell, beyond the prescribed syllabus. So I used to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, exercise, run, go to school, and then come back for my special training. By the time I reach home, I'm practically crawling to bed with no energy whatsoever. So what do you learn from this? Okay, let me tell you. The first thing that you learn from this is that you can achieve whatever you want in your life. There is no limits, but you have to be patient because you might fail and you have to try again and again and you have to work very, very hard. What is the second thing that you learn? Try to understand what you're talented in. What are your gifts? It is much easier to achieve if you're gifted and if you're talented. The time taken and the effort taken is much less. So this is something which I learned today as I look back. At that time, probably I did not know that these were the secrets to what I am today. So apart from Taekwondo, it was not my entire life. Apart from Taekwondo, I went for harmonium class, Casio, guitar, singing, art. I participated in basketball, kho-kho, table tennis, and I participated in poetry recitations, storytelling, essay writing, name it. I was there. By the end of my college, probably I had 2 to 3 kilos of certificates. And that is the reason why I was able to curate some of the best events in Abu Dhabi. So my training began in school. Now let me give you another example. When I was working for an association, a ladies' association, I stood for election 5 times and I won all the 5 times. And people would say, oh, that's because she's so smart, she's so bold. But nobody knew that I had contested for elections and in college, and it was disastrous. Why was it disastrous? Because I had won only 2 votes. So can you imagine your entire class, it's just your vote and your friend who votes for you to be the class representative. And of course, I lost miserably and it was humiliating. Why was it humiliating? Because when you contest for a competition, you know probably you have lost because the other person probably has worked harder or was more talented. But when you lose an election, it really hurts you because there are 50 to 60 students not voting for you because they don't think you're good enough. So it kind of kills your self-confidence and it kind of makes you feel inferior. So I had decided that I would not contest any elections after my college. And fate had it that the place that I worked in, I had to stand for elections for the respective post. It was at that time that my husband, when I refused to stand, my husband, this is what he told me. He said, your college was your training ground to prepare you for something fabulous in future. Write down all the things that you did not do on that day, strategize, plan, and you will win. And yes, that's exactly what I did. And I did strategize, and I contested 5 times and won all the 5 times. Thank you. I have to give you another example. Now, before I started my company, which was Red Dot, and we organized some of the most premium events, I had another company, which was called Classico Events, which was my first company, along with 3 partners. That did not work out. We had to close probably within a year or so because my partners had to shift. So we had to close the company. But that was a time when, again, I learned through different disappointments, failures, and successes how to run a company. What are the problems that you face when you open your own business? So the message I would like to give today is that don't reject failure. Don't be disappointed by failure. Use it as your training to achieve your goals. Be persistent. Be courageous. Do not be afraid if you don't fit in. It's okay if you are different, because the different people are the ones that succeed, that become leaders. So understand your calling. And I hope today, after listening to me, probably one or many of you would become successful entrepreneurs or use these principles in your careers, in your college, and for your future. Thank you so much. I hope the very best for all of you. Thank you so much.